he's gonna go. As all my other rams are taking a step forward, he's staying kind of runty. And we'll have, I'm actually going to pick up a new ram tonight, so we'll have to show you guys that in this video too. Well, we're on to the last portion of this wet meadow as we go into the very tail end of winter, early spring. It's hard to probably see on camera, but they spent majority of the winter here, and we opened this up and fed here, and so both are really well hayed and manured. And with the warming weather, I just wanted to get them onto some fresh ground. I thought that would be wise, and so we took a really good bale and unrolled it, lifted a rope, and I expect they'll clean up some of this leftover stockpile, but for now they have this green hay. And we're kind of in that time of the year where we're having big temperature swings overnight and from day to day. So like yesterday it was 40, today it'll be 50. Last night was 10, and it'll swing 40 degrees just in today. But everyone looks in good condition, and I just want to keep them that way, in the sense of just once it warms up, I get really leery of leaving them on their manure, and so we're just keeping an eye on things. We moved them onto some fresh ground, and we're happy we did that. So now what's left is I got to move the water tanks down and fill them up. I'll just line them on this fence, and then close this off kind of permanently. As you can see, it's well used, and then they'll be happy on the fresh ground, I expect. So some work winding up rope, but that's a grazer's life, I suppose. You wind up rope, you put up posts, you take it down, and you do it all over again. And to be honest, after a winter of doing nothing but hay, I'm kind of eager to get after it. Kind of got all my old lines put back together. Been walking the fence line today. I found a few things I had to repair, a couple tree limbs down on my fence. So I cleaned all that up, and we're back to a nice hot 12,000 volts or so, maybe 11, which is pretty darn good. It's all you can ask for. The dogs have claimed this little hill with this wild apple tree right here. They really seem to like it right under there. These black cows always stick together. That's mother and daughter. But everyone seems a lot more content getting them on some clean ground, and it was starting to weigh on me, so I'm glad I did it. You can see we had quite a few trees down over the winter with all the high winds we had, and I've just been taking care of those as I have a moment. And I have big brush piles I want to burn, but golly, is it dry out. I mean, this is springtime. Look at this dry dirt. So I think we're in for an interesting year, if you ask me. The sheep are all looking great. He's gonna go. As all my other rams are taking a step forward, he's staying kind of runty. And we'll have, I'm actually going to pick up a new ram tonight, so we'll have to show you guys that in this video too. I'm taking a risk in deviating from katahdin, and you'll have to see what that is. But I'm just kind of, I got a few moments to kill, so I wanted to walk through my flock and my herd and just see how everyone's doing. There's still plenty of hay, but they're finding all these little green shoots like right here and just fighting over them, because you can tell they missed some green grass, and we're just gonna hold. That's always the tension at this time of the year, is when do you hold and when do you go? And we're not at the go stage yet. So it's fun to see them on clean ground again, though. You can see the contrast where they were, and then this is just much more appropriate for healthy animals. And so yeah, today's just, I took the day off. Today's been just a catch-up day. This is why I'm holding this, is I had a gate on the corral that had kind of worked its way loose and was flopping around, and I moved all my hay bales right here so we can roll them out this way. You know, we had a big blow-in with all these temperature swings, and it's really fun. I spent about half an hour picking up trash that blew off the highway. I really hate that, but there's nothing you can do about it other than keep after it. Even though it's not my fault, it is on my land, so I have to be responsible for other people's gross negligence. Well, it took me longer to get him back, but this is a 1-year-old Dorper ram. He's a little expensive, but I think he's going to be worth it. I've been doing a lot of research about the katahdin Dorper cross, and we're just going to try it with a few this upcoming year and see what we get. But he'll be running in with the, I'm going to keep the George Heller ram and my best ram and ditch the other two. We'll go down to 3, and we're going to leave him in the corral for tonight. I gave him some hay and some water up by the gate, and we'll put him in when we feed the other animals so there isn't a big rush on him and he doesn't blow through fences or that sort of thing. So let's see if we can find that new boy. We let him out this morning. Ann, are you gonna undo those bales? There he is. So there he is. You can see a size comparison. The katahdins are a little taller, but boy is he thick. He's pretty funny to watch him get jumpy around the cattle. I don't think he's been around cattle at all. But you see that back end? That's kind of the goal, is to not really increase the size, but increase... Yeah, he's pretty jumpy around cattle. But the goal is to really just increase the size of the leg of lamb. There he is. So he's just kind of, he's smelling everybody. Hopefully he'll start eating. I gave him some stuff to eat, but he didn't really eat it. And he'll have to calm down and test my electric fence. And I don't think they had dogs at that place either, so it'll be interesting. You can see one of my katahdins is kind of dogging him a little bit. Yeah, see that guy with the red tag is my big boy katahdin. So you can see, you can breed katahdins to be a nice size, but you can see just the haunch difference in the back legs on that Dorper, and that's what we're gonna try to inject a little of into the flock. And the trade-off and the concern that I have is about, you know, toughness and durability and the ability to weather outside. So we'll see, but we'll just watch him. Keep an eye on him today and make sure that he plays well with the dogs. Make sure that he knows my fence, and just, you know, don't put your nose on it. Boy, is he getting close. Yeah, look at the back end on him. It looks like more like a pig. So we're pretty excited about that. Anyway, this will be something to watch over the next year or so, and we'll keep you up to date on how